Hey, what's up, people? Okay, so I want to make this video because I'm just fucking sick of hearing about it. Every day when I log on to Facebook, every day that I watch the TV, I get on fucking YouTube, it's Donald Trump, Donald Trump, Donald Trump, Donald Trump. And that's all I'm fucking hearing about. But I wish you would take, the 5 minutes out of your day to actually watch this video for the people who don't like Donald Trump or calling Donald Trump a racist and all that, and listen to what I have to say, and maybe it might help your opinion, because I noticed that a lot of people that I argue with about Donald Trump know nothing about Donald Trump and know nothing about who he's running against, if he does wind up, going the distance or whatever. But the first thing I want to address is the stupid fucking people that are putting up pictures of Donald Trump being compared to Hitler. If you're doing that and you're liking pictures like that, you're not only fucking ignorant as fuck, but you're disrespecting so many people. How in the world? I mean, first of all, hopefully you know who the fuck Adolf Hitler is and know that he killed hundreds of thousands of people. And you want to sit there and compare Donald Trump, a person that you don't necessarily like, he says stuff that you don't agree with, to Adolf Hitler. I mean, that comparison is just fucking stupid. And just stop. I mean, do you know what the Holocaust was? Like, do you know any Jews? I mean, stop disrespecting everybody and making yourself look stupid, first of all. Now, everybody says, in the first argument that everybody says about Donald Trump, oh, he's a fucking racist. He's a racist. Okay. I think in this world, everybody is a little racist. Not saying that Donald Trump is racist, but I think that everybody is a little racist in some aspect. But people are basing Donald Trump being racist on him saying, we need to get the illegal immigrants out of here. That's not racist. If you look at it, what Donald Trump is a loudmouth. He's fucking arrogant as fuck. He's coming in saying, look, everybody else couldn't do it. I want to come in and do it. I'm not necessarily a politician, but I want to try to, fix the country because I love the country. He is not a racist because he's saying let's deport all the illegal immigrants. I mean, that's federal law. If you're in the country and you do not have papers to be in the country, you are breaking the law and it is illegal. But then again, let's look at the other side of that. Now, I'm pretty sure that Donald Trump will be elected president, but let's look at the whole 11 million legal immigrant things. Donald Trump can say whatever he wants to say, but in reality, there is no way in fucking hell, even if he becomes president, that he can deport 11 million people. So what's going to happen? Well, look at Donald Trump's past when it comes to business. When he gets office and he realizes that he cannot deport that many people, he's going to flip it. And he's going to be like, okay, well, let's just go ahead and give 11 million people their papers. If they can pass the background check, if they can learn English, let's go ahead and give them their papers. So if I was a legal immigrant, I would probably vote for Donald Trump because I know there's no way in hell. It's not possible. He would spend too much time, too much workforce, and too much money to do that. And he's a businessman. He looks at numbers and he's going to realize, yeah, I can't do this, so I need to kind of, fix what's going on here. So look out for that. I mean, I think within the first year of him being president, he's going to go back on that and he's going to say, well, look, we're going to give and he's going to try to play it out like, oh, this was my idea. But who gives a fuck as long as people get their papers, right? So you can look out for that. Now, when it comes to building the wall, I think that his analogy and what he's thinking about building the wall between America and Mexico, I think that's somewhat is a good idea. I mean, look at all the drug cartel, look at all the murders on the Mexican border side. A lot of it has spilled into the U.S. They're pushing drugs and all kinds of crazy shit, human trafficking. I mean, the border has been needed to be taken control of for a while. And I think it's smart for Donald Trump to say, hey, look, Mexico, you're building our cars and we're cutting you slack, sending them here. But if you don't build this, we're going to pull our warehouses back here. We're going to start building shit back in America. That's a smart thing. I think also when it comes to building the wall, there has to be some sort of communication between America and Mexico that is going to make it easier for people in Mexico to actually get visas to come to the U.S. That's been a huge problem in Mexico. You know, if nobody knows, if you're a Mexican citizen and you grew up in a, let's say, a poorer household, it's damn near impossible to get your papers because they look at, you know, do you have any property? Do you own your house? Do you have a business? How much money do you have in the bank? You know, who does your family work for? I think just because the government in Mexico is so corrupt, they only give papers to people that benefit them, not people that actually need it. So I think that definitely needs to change. When it comes to, and I've heard this argument so much about Donald Trump saying, well, we need to bring our warehouses and our factories back from China. I completely fucking agree with that. And I agreed with it, you know, probably 6 years when he first fucking said it. And a lot of you people are going to say, well, he's a hypocrite because his stuff is made in China, but yet he's saying that we need to bring. Of course his stuff is made in China. Why not? I mean, why wouldn't it be? He's a businessman, and the U.S. government taxes so much. The U.S. government is in everybody's pocket. And honestly, if I was a businessman and let's say I made shirts, if it cost me $4, you know, with everything else built in, $4 per shirt to make this shirt, or I can take it over to China and get the shit made for 50 cents. I mean, it makes fucking sense. It's not necessarily something that he wanted to do, but he's a businessman because he wants to make money. So nobody can blame him for that because everybody else would fucking do that too. But we're basically, I mean, how many things can you walk into Walmart or around your house and look at and say made in China? I mean, America used to be a fucking powerhouse when it comes to building shit and warehouses, warehouse jobs and shit like that. And we're basically supporting other economies other than our own. So I completely agree. Whether it pisses people off or whether it doesn't piss people off, we need to bring a lot of the shit that we're getting built in China back to America. Build jobs. That helps everybody. I mean, that helps you, that helps me, that helps our family, that helps our friends. We need jobs in the U.S. And basically, you know, that's the only way it's going to happen. So I'm sure there's a lot of stuff that I'm not touching on, and this video is getting kind of long, but think about it. He can't deport that many people. So you sitting here and arguing over the deportation thing is just stupid. Look at the whole picture. Look at what he's saying. We have had hundreds of years of presidents that are elected officials, that are politicians, and they've come in and for the most part done absolutely nothing for the country but to control us more. We need somebody like Donald Trump. We need somebody who is not a puppet and is not going to back down and it is not politically correct and will go out there and say what he fucking feels. Whether you like it or not, you got to respect the man for doing that. So at the end of the day, what you want to look at, what is Donald Trump trying to do? He's trying to make America better. He's not a racist. He's not looking to fucking, you know, go out here and have this mass murder of Latinos and shit like that. He wants to make the country better. And if you're here illegally, I can guarantee you that if Trump is president, you will get your papers within a year or so. Because he's not going to deport all these people. So, it's either you vote for Donald Trump, or you vote for the nasty, self-centered, conniving, lying fucking Hillary Clinton, or you vote for the other Bush. And I think that we all know what happens when Bush is getting, you know, office. We go to war, and the system gets fucked up. So, you know, it's a popular thing. And as you think about this whole situation, don't just think about, I'm not voting for Trump. I want you to think about, well, I'm not voting for Trump because I don't agree with him on this, but who am I voting for? You can say Barry Sanders, not Barry Sanders. Is it Barry Sanders? I don't know, Bernie Sanders. Bernie Sanders, you could vote for Chris Christie or whatever. But you got to think, those motherfuckers are not going to win, no matter if you vote for them or not. So if you're going to make a vote, make it count. So you got three options. You got Hillary Clinton, you got Donald Trump, and you got fucking Bush. That's pretty much it. And I would go with the lesser evils and do Trump.